Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Solasta, Crown of the Magister, where I am working my way through the story campaign, and tonight we'll be starting with me touching a thing that I may very well regret touching, and then probably crawling through a secret passage that isn't so secret. So we're starting with interesting things, definitely. Very interesting things. So, let us dive right in. And here we are. I am supposed to seize the artifact that the lizard men were guarding. I noticed that the bodies are missing. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem. But yes, let's seize an artifact. Pretty.
Would you look at this? A crown of some kind? They seemed to keep their distance from it. Maybe it's cursed. Hey, look what I found.
Let me take a look. Looks like ancient Timarian. If you find it, send for... Well, this appears to be a name.
That has to be a Sorak name.
They were protecting it. It must be of great value to them.
All of the options are take the crown. Well, personal character. Foxwine, take that crown.
Take it then.
Sure. Yes, I understand.
Who are you talking to? Wait, what are you doing?
Are you crazy? Why did you put it on?
We have no idea what it does, whether it's evil or anything.
What? I just kind of had to. We're supposed to share the loot, by the way.
Perhaps we should rest before we head back.
I say we go before the owner of that unpronounceable name shows his ugly face. The mission is done, after all, is it? Did someone cut off a Sorak's head?
All right, then. I'll do it.
The sooner we
With
go,
your mace?
the sooner we can get back to Caer Kiflin.
After you, friends.
Explore the ruined tower, bring back the crown. Well, the crown of the Magister has been acquired and is being worn by my personal character, and I'm sure that won't screw anything over at all. And we have gained a Sorak head, which the cleric cut off, which is interesting since I have her armed with a mace. But I'm just not going to think too hard about it. So, late last week, after running a battle with a large number of Soraks, I found a little passage over here. So, right now, what I want to do is explore what's going on in that little passage. So, everybody's going into sneak mode. And our now possibly cursed rogue is going to have a look. And here I am. I forgot to open up my notes for the game. Was it Alt or Tab to look at everything? Every RPG uses a different button. Alright, it is Alt. Tab just centers. Alright. Remarkably empty in here. Okay, so this just provides a vantage point? Okay, so this just would have been a place to stand and shoot down on... I see, okay. Well, that wasn't terribly exciting for a secret passage. Still. I think... Yeah, I think what we should do is the whole party should repair over to the fire, and we'll have a short rest there to recover some hit points and such, and then make our way out of the ruined tower. I tend to travel in sneak simply because it gives me a better chance of spotting things before they spot me, or traps before I set them off. But yes, we have this campfire up here. As we just had a long rest before getting into that battle, so it's too early for another long rest, but we can have a short rest. And I choose to do it by the campfire because... Now, here's me trying to remember. Did I use any spell slots during that battle? I used one. Okay. She's fine then. She's still got 3. But yes, let's have a short rest. Have a short rest, recover some hit points for those who have low hit points. Pass on the arcane recovery for the wizard, because she can only do that once in a day, and she's only used 1 slot so far. And continue on with leaving. And I mean, this is the way that we came in, so it's most likely to be clear, but there's no guarantee. There's absolutely no guarantee at all that that group of Sorax was the only group of Sorax around here. So, since I like my skin in as many pieces as it currently is, come to think of it, I should have done this before. Let's have a look here. Well, she's wearing the crown and it's locked on. And we currently have no idea. You have found this crown in the old Tower of Magic, guarded by Sorax. It is probably magical, but needs identification. Well, it's on her head now, so I'm not sure how it's going to be identified. Oh, speaking of which, I've got an awful lot of stuff on the rogue that does not need to actually be on her. Let's bring up the party and rearrange the inventories. They can only exchange stuff if they're standing close enough to actually reach each other, which is why I'm doing it this way. Now, a lot of things shining in this inventory. She'll keep the spare dagger, but we've been tossing most of the plants over to the cleric. Heck, she can have the poisonous spines too. You know what? The wizard can hold on to this doom gem, whatever that means. And yeah, the rogue will hold on to the Sorak head. And it must be somewhere within the old tower. If you find it, send for the Char. Protect it with your lives. That's a very short note. Let's see. You know what, let's just give this to him to carry. Did I not recover his hit points? Oh dear. Shame on me. And, you know what, let's give the wizard the extra torch, why not? Inventory still crowded. Possibly way too many scrolls going on in here. But things are slightly more organized now. And actually, now that the crown is being acquired and a rest has been had, let's save. Yes, overwrite that previous save. Where was the door? Ah, yes, here. It was here. And bring up the party. As far as I remember, this was a mostly straight line to get out, as in. I just have to remember. Ah, yes, climb the vines. And continue climbing the vines. And don't leave your party too far behind. It is a good strategy to send the rogue out ahead to scout and check for traps and stuff, but you never want to have the party too far behind the rogue, just in case of trouble. I'll just send Foxwine over there, which appears to continue to be clear. And we'll bring the rest of the party over to her. This is really such a pretty game. I like the strategy aspects too, but man, this game's pretty. Which way was it? Was it that way or this way? Well, I can't go that way, so it must be this way. Ah, yes, through the hole in the wall. And we'll bring the party up. Man, their pings are loud. And back over here. This is where we encountered that cultist who got killed before he could give us information. Ah, interesting. You can see the mage lamps through the wall. So, the question to my mind is whether the cultists and the Sorax were working together or separately. Did they happen across each other, or were the cultists working for the Sorax? I doubt the Sorax would have been working for the cultists. Get everybody up here. Send our rogue on ahead. It's been a while. Things could have happened up here. Not there. I mean, there were a bunch of cultists outside. and one inside. And we killed them, but that was like a day ago in game time. So things may have happened outside. I'm not seeing anything. I still think that this fire right here should have been a campfire. Oh, what do we have over here? I don't remember noticing that before. Oh, it's an alcove with a chest in it. I'm glad I came over to check. What's in the box? This crown really is not her style, but what are you gonna do? Sure, let's just take all of it. I'm not sure what ivy is for, but I'm sure it must be for something. Okay, that's the box that I looted before. Whoop. Angles. Well, it looks all clear up here. For the sake of moving at speed, let's decaution. Our scout is still gonna sneak, though. Yes, definitely time to go. Gotta find out what I've gotten stuck on my head, don't I? It's the rogue sneaking along, and here comes everybody else. No sneak, no caution, nothing, just pom 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 pom. It's thematically appropriate, darn it. Okay, and here's the exit. So let's bring the whole party together. We'll save again, since we've made our journey out. And let's go. Alright, it is time to go back to the city. We must present them a head. And what is on my head? Oh boy, it's the return of the loading times. Ah, there we go. Alright, we could go to the outpost, but I think it's actually better if we just go straight through to Caer Kiflin. Off we go! A political discussion for just before bed. That's what everybody likes to do, right? Our heroes take a well-deserved rest, but the mood is somber. Yes, Dodging is a powerful defense even if it uses your main action. Enemies have disadvantage on hitting you for the remainder of your turn. I believe we've encountered bandits in the night. Sucks to be them. My wizard and my paladin have had a long rest now.
You look a little pale. Is something wrong?
I don't feel too good.
I knew that old crown was cursed.
You don't know that.
Just get rid of it.
No, we need it.
Need it? For what?
For its power. I can feel it, deep inside.
Are you okay?
I just need to rest for a bit. Yeah, I'm not feeling too good either.
I'm exhausted as well.
Maybe the curse has affected us all.
Stop it. Don't be ridiculous. Fine, let's rest for a while. Set up camp.
Oh, that wasn't ominous at all. Paladin wants to talk about religion. Makes sense. A wandering scholar. Oh, a group of hostile creatures has managed to surprise us. And we are all asleep except for the wizard, who is just plain surprised. That's great. See, there we go. Switch to cautious mode when exploring. You'll be slow, but better able to notice traps and footsteps. And that's why my rogue sneaks everywhere. To battle! Hey, this is the same map as when we fought the snakes. This is not good. Leave my wizard alone! Yeah, this is exactly the same map as I fought those snakes on, the flying ones. Well, Foxwine is not asleep anymore, at least. Well, let's go for Shocking Grasp. Since they're insisting upon being in melee range. She still can't move because this one isn't shocked, but... Is there anything else I can do? No, I guess I'm gonna have to end turn on that.
That was a lucky hit. Oh!
Not a happy. Okay, so the paladin. Well, let's just hit it. You know what? Let's smite it.
A good kill, as they say.
Nice. Very nice. Alright, forward. Being extremely perturbed, it's time to do some stabbing.
Ah! Touche!
And let's see, cunning action to disengage. And yeah, right up over here. When will the cleric ever wake up? That is the question. Alright, we've still got that one in melee range, so let's shock and grasp it. And it is not shocked, so she cannot move. That is a pity. Good dodge! I know it wasn't actually a dodge, but... Alright. Let us continue to smite some skeletons, maybe? No, apparently not. I could cast Divine Favor or Shield of Faith. Nah.
Courage!
Well, the cleric isn't asleep anymore, at least. Time to get some more stabbing in, I guess. And you know what? In lieu of cunning action... There we go. And we'll move over here. Yeah, that's good. Cleric. Yeah, cure wounds on yourself. And I guess that's where you end turn. Alright, where is that one? Over there, alright. Yeah, I'll step out. And you know what? Let's go for magic missile. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close. Alright, step back. Very good. Alright, end turn. And Paladin... You know what? It's not even damaged. Smite it.
Run while you can.
A swing and a miss. Alas, not a miss. Good thing I healed her. Alright, stabbing.
That's the way.
Okay, and over here, and use cunning action. Visible all the time, huh? And, you know what? That's not actually what I want to do. Where can I get cover? Maybe I do want to dash. I want to dash away. Okay. Let us try a sacred flame.
That one didn't even fight back.
There we go. Rogue's feeling a little off, but alright, let's take that. Oh, arrows. Foxwine will definitely be taking those. Short sword? Nah. Battle axe? I don't know. Is this any better than the axe that you are carrying? I can't tell. I don't think so, though. Does anybody see anything different here? Nope, it's all the same stuff. And loot this one over here. Arrows! Oh, Foxwine is glad to see you. Speaking of which, let's just refill Foxwine's stack there and, you know what, organize everything. There we go. Oh, and give the ivy to the cleric. Heck, give the candle to the wizard. Crown really isn't her style. I'm not sure if it would be anybody in this group's style. I mean, the paladin has a big head. It probably wouldn't be half bad on him, but it's still... This is way more ornate than my party looks. Okay, let's save this. And rest and recover. Resume that long rest. Yes, thank you. We're resting basically just outside the city. That's a little In combat, you can move normally and then dash as your main action to go twice as far. On the whole, maybe I should have performed another Cure Wounds on the rogue instead of having the cleric take the kill, but the way it was set up, if the cleric had missed or something, the skeleton probably would have shot at her instead of the rogue anyway. So while it's not okay, I think it was the right decision. Care Kiflin always takes a while to load. It's too big. Still nothing as bad as the first time, but still. The first time I had my graphics settings too high and the computer just really struggled. Alright, so next quest, report to the council. But first, we're home, we save. Oh? Now what?
We did it. We brought back proof. How do you feel? Better. It might have been a simple fever after all.
What about the crown? You know the council will probably take it.
No.
We can't hide the fact that we found it with the Sorax.
It's our loot. Ours.
We have to declare anything of historical value. And they have the right to buy it.
And if it's priceless?
Come on, they can do whatever they want.
Sure. I guess we'll see.
Who fought the Sorax? Us or them?
That is a very good question, and I agree. Also, I suspect that if anybody tries to take this off my head, it's going to be extremely unsuccessful. Well, you know what? Let us stop by at the Scavengers' headquarters and claim that site.
Clear skies, my friends.
Do you sell healing potions? What help do you offer? See you later. Oh, man. Alright, see you later.
Well, thank you. I guess that's it for us.
Stay in the light, my friends.
I guess we can't claim it until after we report to the council. Well, nothing there. And yeah, the party stash stuff. Okay. I have no idea how we get our loot from that other place. We'll worry about it later. To the council. And yes, I could use fast travel for it, but chaplain? Mayor Bright. Why can I suddenly talk to these people? Curious. You know what? Let's talk to the chaplain. It's on the way.
Clear skies, adventurers.
Far to your blade.
One of the faithful, I see. Nice to meet you. I am Chaplain Dallin Locke. You can come here at any time to seek the help of the church.
That is good to know, Chaplain.
We need your services, or we should go? Well, I'm curious what the services are. We need your services.
We do require your services.
Let's see. He's selling a holy symbol cape? He's selling a holy symbol crown. Okay, so he sells holy symbols and scrolls. Oh, and healing potions. Oh, and he does detect magic. Can he detect magic on the crown? Detects magical auras on all items carried by party members, but does not reveal any item's function. Oh. Okay, so not identify, just detect. Okay, that's less useful, but good to know. Whoops! No, I don't wanna sell that. Let's just reorder the inventory. There we go. Is there anything that I want to sell? I don't think so. Oh, this bow. Let's sell the bow. All right. So the chaplain is a kind of shop. That is good to know. And also, now that I've looked at it, our paladin is carrying some crossbow bolts that he really should equip, and I think I need to buy some more the next time opportunity presents itself. Let's see, it's these stairs that lead up to the council, right? I think this is the council up here. Have I gotten myself turned around? This does not appear to be the right way. Perhaps I should use the map after all. Embassy? Nope, Legacy Council, right up there. To the council, folks. Oh wait, go to the Gravekeep's cask. I went directly to the council instead of where I was supposed to go. That's great. Alright, we'll go there. Noom! Travel interrupted.
Lord Karen.
Ah, deputies. I see you found some nice, shiny loot. So, have you brought us the head of a Sorak?
One head, slightly damaged.
Marike preserve us. I'm sorry I asked.
At least it's dead. You should have seen it alive.
I can only imagine.
When's the next council meeting?
When? But now, of course. The rumor of your return has already reached the palace. They're waiting for you.
They are?
Well, more for this. But come on.
Now there's a trophy. And by the way, who's crazy now?
All right, you were right and we were wrong. They do exist. Happy now?
Kid, I've seen more than anyone in this town, yet nobody seems to believe me.
Maybe it's a curse.
The curse of being surrounded by idiots.
If you don't mind, Merton, we have business to attend to.
Right. Say hello to the old lady for me, Karen.
Who's this guy again?
Arwen Merton. He used to be a legend. The first scavenger, they say. But now, well, you can see for yourself.
Who's this old lady?
Just ignore him. Let's go.
Ask Annie about Merton. Oh my. Oh, another achievement. Believe us now.
Your thoughts, Dean Fasek?
Well, it looks very much as the scriptures describe.
Well then, it seems we have a problem.
It's a disaster. We all know what the Sor Akat did on Tirmar.
There's something else.
What?
Oh my goodness, I took it off.
A crown?
Interesting. Very nice find.
We don't want to sell it. Why not? You know we pay well.
We want to keep it.
I'd like to take a look at it, though.
Come on, let them take a look.
Let somebody cast Identify, please.
Any ideas? It's quite massive. Clearly imperial in style.
These ruins remind me of the Imperial Schools of Magic.
I have a spell I'd like to cast on this.
My lords, this deputy is clearly unwell.
What?
Oh man. Most characters can jump 2 cells without a problem. Longer jumps require strength, and proficiency with athletics helps a lot. You always have a chance to fall prone when landing if you jump far. Alright, press a key. I hope I haven't done some sort of permanent damage.
You passed out.
Where are we?
The Temple of Einar. Marshal Beric Sunblaze himself invited us to stay here. We certainly made an impression on the council. They believe you're attuned to the crown, that you can't be separated from it.
What? So it is cursed? They're not sure. All these big brains, and they're stumped. They cast spells on the crown. On you.
Between that and the Sorax, we caused quite a fuss out there. They'll reconvene the council when you're ready. But trust me, there's a lot of people who want to talk to you first.
Dang. It's a nice temple, though. Alright, let us save, because that was a lot of cutscene. It's a nice temple. It is a very nice temple. It's huge, but it's nice. And after all, what is a temple if it's not huge? Temple implies hugeness in its own way.
Lord Sunblaze, thank you for your hospitality.
It's the least we can do for the deputies who proved that there are still Sorax on Solasta. You've proved we cannot relax our vigilance. Did you find anything else that could help us track them?
There was a parchment.
If you find it, send for the char.
You can read that.
That last word, it's not Tamarian. It's in the Sorakat tongue.
I knew it.
It means general. You were wise to run.
Also, the fanatics we fought near that old tower. They all have this tattoo on their arm.
It seems to support the idea that they were working for the Sorax under duress.
It is indeed one of their ways. Now this is the A of Erevad.
Can you enlighten us?
Between the myth and what we've seen, it's confusing.
Of course, we paladins and clerics of Einar are the guardians of these memories. Our ancestors fought the war against the Sorakath. Their god, Sortar, gave them dark powers of treachery, mind reading, and shape changing. They infiltrated the human society, corrupted the hearts of men. At some point, everyone was suspected to be a Sorak in disguise. Distrust broke humanity. Sortar had won. He corrupted even Erevad, god of the Inquisitors.
Dang.
The gods themselves decided to run away from Tirmar. They opened the rift for the humans to escape to Solasta. Many of them didn't make it. It was a tragedy. At the site of the rift, thousands of Sorak tried to cross. Sortar himself tried. The rift was closed in a gigantic blast. Our kings and heroes, Manicalan's masters of magic, were all wiped out. So, how could Sorax have survived, escaped, and then thrived on Solasta? I suppose that's another one of their tricks. But for those who had survived the war, the Exodus, it was paramount to stay vigilant, to keep the memory alive. The memory of what Sorax were, what they could do, so that if one day they were to return, we'd be ready. I'm sorry to say, after 1,000 years, only a few of us remain. Now, most people believe Sorax are a mere legend. But you brought us proof the Sorax
that we did.
Not extinct.
We know enough. Why do people follow them? Are there different Sorax? Can they mimic people? Are there different Sorax?
We fought different ones. Do you know more?
The bulk of their army are foot soldiers with poisoned spines. They breed a caste of albino priests able to cast spells. Some of them are deadly assassins, invisible, venomous. Others are giant brutes. The scriptures talk of elite warriors, anti-paladins, the Shikath.
Oh my. Can they mimic people? It's good to increase the bestiary.
Can they really impersonate people?
It's been proven, though it's a long process. They used to kidnap a target, study it for weeks, sometimes months. One of their chosen ones would transform into a perfect duplicate. Upon death, they would return to their original form.
Why do people follow them?
How do they get people to worship them?
They get into people's minds, learn their darkest secrets, their fears, their shameful desires. With that, they can blackmail, corrupt, and finally, recruit. It's much easier for them than to duplicate, and very efficient.
Well, that's just disturbing. Alright, we know enough, I guess.
Well, that's all very scary. But thanks, it's going to help us.
You're welcome, deputies. If you find anything else connected to the Sorakath or their allies, bring it to the temple. Talk to Chaplain Dallin Lark. You will be well rewarded. Whenever you're ready, the council will meet again.
Oh boy. Alright, so I know I just did it, but let's save again because I don't want to go through entire cutscenes again. Let's see, is there anything around here of interest? Headlong Sure Spell. Ah, there's more than one door. I'm curious. What about the one over here?
It's an honor, deputies.
Who are you?
My name is Maddie Greenisle. I work for the Tower of Knowledge. I'm just a junior aide in the council, but if you ever need to contact my superiors without going through official channels, just see me at the tower, downtown.
Why the sudden interest in us?
You proved yourselves in the Badlands. Now, we in the Tower of Knowledge value skilled adventurers. If you find anything of historical value, we'll pay well. And, you know, if things go well, we might share some of our own secrets.
Oh,
All right, we'll think about it.
I think I do have some stuff that the Tower of Knowledge is interested in. One moment while we check the inventory. Yes, the Tower of Knowledge and the antiquarians are interested in the archaeological notes that I picked up. Wherever it was I picked them up. So that is definitely worth considering.
Can I ask for a minute of your time, deputies?
We're in kind of a hurry.
I know. I won't delay you long. My name is Headland Shorespell. I represent the Arcaneum.
And the Arcaneum belongs to the New Empire. Do you really want to be seen talking to us?
My business is magic, not politics. And no, I have no quarrel with you. You may not see us Imperials as friends, but we take the Council very seriously. We are particularly interested in anything from the old Empire that you might find in the Badlands. Anything from the Manakellen era Arcaneum. Even more so. Oh, of course, we'd pay you handsomely for this crown, although I know that's not possible.
You're smarter than you look.
Also quite indifferent to mockery. Anyway, we have an unrivaled trove of magical and other knowledge. Think it's over. You can find me at the Gravekeep's Cask.
Really? Not at the embassy?
What can I say? I love Martell's beer, even though it tastes like donkey piss.
He's a drunk.
What? How did he?
That was our joke the first day we met. Was he spying on us?
Maybe he just agrees about the taste.
Okay, so if I open this door... Huh. Okay, that's the same climbing one as before, so I'm not going to read it again today. There was an NPC in there I missed talking to, apparently. So, the Arcaneum guy was in the tavern the day that we arrived, which is not entirely surprising. It was very crowded in there. It's interesting that he was paying attention even before. But if he'd heard us mention Lord What's-His-Name and that we were waiting for him, he would have had a reason to pay attention. Or possibly Caer Kiflin is a smaller place than originally estimated, and it's just newcomers attract attention. Or just newcomers in the bar that is closest to the council are worth noticing. Which is even more likely to my mind now that it's occurred to me. If he just sort of stations himself there, keeps an eye out for newcomers, listens in on any conversations that said newcomers get involved in, it's not exactly spying by the strictest definition, but it is definitely information gathering. And only costs beer. Fairly efficient, I'd say. Loading in the entire city takes a while, I guess.
Would you have a moment, deputies?
All right, but make it quick.
I'll do my best. I am Joel Foxeye, from the Circle of Denantar.
The same magic school where the princess studies?
Exactly.
Is she a good student? A powerful wizard?
That's not for me to say. And you seemed to be in a rush? I just want you to know that our Grand Master Edvin Denantar has noticed you.
He talked a lot, for sure.
He's a man of great authority. He'd like you to know that our doors are open to you if you'd care to visit us. You can find me at Sunblaze Court.
Interested in Badlands treasures, I suppose, like everyone else.
Well, if you ever come across old spellbooks or spell scrolls, we'd love to see them. In return, we have the largest collection of spells and potion recipes you could ever hope to see.
More than the Arcaneum?
They would disagree, but yes. Now, if you were to prefer feeding the New Empire's wizards with more magical knowledge than the Principality, that would be a troubling choice to many on the Council.
Neutrality means we don't treat you any differently than we treat them.
Of course, neutrality is the rule. Good day to you, deputies.
That was a threat. That was a palpable threat. Okay, so this is where we came from, I'm pretty sure. Looks temple-like. But yes, a great many people are interested in us and what we're up to now.
Clear skies, my friends.
Do you know Arwen Merton, the so-called first scavenger?
Of course.
That's it?
Merton. It's a painful topic for me. I'd rather not talk about him.
Fair enough.
Interesting. I am going to chase that one down, but I think I'm going to report to the council first. Side and or backstories, ho! And over here. Okay. To the top of the stairs, and I will save again. I am very paranoid about my saves, yes. Turns out to be an extremely good thing that I called this save file Foxwine's Journey, since she's now the main character, having that thing on her head. Ah, interesting. Let's talk to him.
Greetings, Sorak Slayers.
Hello.
I am Halman Summer of the Guild of Antiquarians. I'm instructed to invite you to visit us at the Embassy of the Snow Alliance.
You're based at an embassy? I thought the council was neutral.
We don't have a house of our own in Kaya Kiflin, unlike the Tower of Knowledge. How about that for neutrality? Anyway, we'd be interested in any antiquities you might bring back. We pay very well, even for things you might think are worthless.
Like the scavengers.
The scavengers? Well, they'd sell an antique emperor's sword for its metal value. But we can offer more than gold. Antique magical items, for instance. You'll never find their like elsewhere.
Good to know. Thanks for the invitation.
Okay.
Honorable council members, please take your seats.
Ah, our crown bearer is up again.
Lord Danantar has the floor.
Thank you. I have confirmed that our deputy is indeed magically attuned to the crown. It is an uncommonly powerful attunement, unlike anything I've seen. I strongly recommend against forcing separation.
Chancellor Gormsdottir?
With the council's permission, I'd like to try a little experiment. I have here the gem that Captain Merrin recovered recently. I have reason to believe that it might be...
Whoa!
As I suspected. It belongs to the crown.
What have you done?
Commander, take Her Royal Highness to safety.
No, wait.
That looked extremely painful. Levitation spells and artifacts allow you to float up or down instead of climbing. You can also force an enemy to float in mid-air instead of rushing towards you if its size is medium or smaller. Well, that's what I learned Tanglefoot for, wasn't it? What? Oh my. Oh, what is happening? Uh 140 hit points is not going to last for very long. Not under these conditions. I suppose that this is the explanation of how the Sorax ended up in Solasta. Okay, what do we have available? He's a paladin of some sort. He's got lay on hands. That's handy. Let's see, what else have we got? We've got Bane. Reduce your enemy's attack and saving throws for a limited time. We have Cure Wounds. We have Aid. And Lesser Restoration. He's not a paladin, he's a cleric. Or he's a cleric paladin. I don't understand anything that's going on here, but I guess I have no choice but to hit something with my sword. choices, decisions. Abomination. Okay. Just got attacked by a dragon while resting. Oh man. Oh, that's awful. Also, welcome, Illistand. I appear to be having a flashback? I'm not sure. I got tossed into this without warning, really. Well, hit it again. Oh, he can... That's a lot of attacks. Okay. Hit it again. Let's see, could cast Shield of Faith or Branding Smite. You know what? Let's go for Shield of Faith on the self. And it's flying now. Shield of Faith seems to have been a good choice here. More of them. Oh boy. Successful con save. Yeah, I only really see one result of this fight, but I'm gonna try and take this abomination with me. Oh, critical. Very nice. Well, that's one down. Interesting. Alright, end turn, I guess? Criticalness. There are so many. Oh, failure on a wisdom save. Yeah. No, not that one. Cure wounds. Yeah. Ooh, very nice. Okay. And another one. Oh boy. Sorax do not tend to roll well, which is the only thing that's currently saving this dude, whoever he is. Ever-increasing numbers, huh? Well, let's see if I can repeat the thing with the saboteur again. I guess not. Okay, eeny, meeny, miny. Yeah, I guess I'm just staying where I am. Wait, I don't get to finish that? Whatever it was? After moving the camera around to examine your surroundings, you can center on a character and follow them. Either double-click the character's portrait or press Tab while controlling this character. Okay, so there was this gem, I got hit by lightning, then suddenly there was that whole fight scene with the unknown, either cleric or paladin, hard to say, which I'm inclined to say paladin, but it's really, difficult. Didn't even get to finish that fight, and now straight back into a loading screen. And that is the recap of what has just happened. And I'm just as confused after the recap as when I started it. I am curious about the multiple attacks per round that guy had, though.
Are you going to faint again?
Probably. I just had a vision, I guess it was. It's nothing. I must find the other gems. Oh, how many are there? Let's see. There's either 6 or 7, depending on whether or not that middle circle gets a gem as well. It's a lot of gems. I had a vision.
I just had a vision.
What? A vision? In an instant?
I was fighting Sorax, but I wasn't myself.
Then, who were you?
A paladin. Powerful. From Tiermar.
That is unsettling. Let the crown bearer and the other deputies follow that quest. Find the other gems if you can, but keep us informed. In the meantime, we will formulate a response to the Sorax.
Let's vote. Delegates, do you agree?
Aye. Your Royal Highness?
Oh, pardon me. Yes, I concur.
To which proposition, Your Highness?
I mean, they should go and find the diamonds, the gems.
So, resolved. Let it be recorded. Thank you, honored delegates. The council is now in recess.
Why was she not paying attention?
What was that? You had a vision?
I can't explain. I just feel it. Anyway, we have a new mission.
All right then. So where are we going, crown bearer?
I think the crown knows.
That's not concerning at all. Not concerning at all. No, no, mm-mm. Follow the crown bearer's intuition, huh? Alright. Having fun in the hot town tonight. Alright, let us just pause the game for a moment and peruse our journal. We have the secondary quests. Arwen Merton's story. You didn't find out much about Arwen Merton. Maybe something will come up if he really did used to be famous. And, well, that's both of them covered by talking to the same person, so I guess we go back to the bar, since I want to chase that down. And I should probably sell these archaeological notes. But to the Tower of Knowledge or the antiquarians? That is the question. Well, I'm inclined to go for the Tower of Knowledge to sell this. I've just got to find them. Snow Alliance, Captain Verissa, Angry Bush. Oh, I should actually probably... Priestess of Paktri, Circle of Danatar, Tower of Knowledge, where would that be? That's the antiquarians. I know I talked with a Tower of Knowledge person and they told me where they'd be, and now I've just... There they are. There she is. Okay.
A word, please, deputies.
Sure. What is this?
A command word to teleport your party to the city's Imperial Gate.
Oh.
Teleport?
We can't do that, I'm pretty sure.
Well, the word is that in the Badlands, you may come across functioning major gates. If you do, use this command word and you'll be brought back here.
Ooh.
Take note of any command word on the gate you find, and you'll be able to return there the same way.
That's fantastic.
Don't get too excited. So far, no one's found any.
Oh, right. Well, thanks anyway.
Stay in the light, senior deputies.
You too, Captain.
Captain walks off like, I am too high level to be doing these minor tasks. Okay. No XP for Grays. Probably. So... should we talk to the mayor? Why not?
Oh, it's you. Well, I'm still busy. Thank you for your service.
Why you gotta bubble if you don't want to talk to me? Let's see, it was over here, maybe? No, not there. Here. Haha! So, about you buying stuff.
Deputies, how are you today? Do you have some lovely loot from the Badlands?
I do. How about that? Just missed you. Can we see your wares? You know what? How about that?
Indeed.
There we go. Redeeming items with the Tower of Knowledge faction will earn you money and improve your relations with this faction. These notes will get me +4 relation with the Tower of Knowledge. So what we're going
Clear skies to you.
I know that I didn't actually do anything, but first...
Deputies, how are you today? Do you have some lovely loot from the Badlands?
Can we see your wares?
We do require your services.
What do you sell, madame? Ah, recipes. All the recipes. So many recipes. Look at all them. Oh, yes. Yes, we will be increasing our relation with the Tower of Knowledge today. Oh, yes.
Deputies, how are you today?
We're just going to hear this dialogue a lot.
Badlands?
For the third time. How about that? I'm going to redeem this
Clear
and
skies to
this. I'm willing to bet they still won't sell us recipes, but we're that much closer anyway.
Deputies, how are you today?
We see your
We
wares.
do require your services.
Is there anything? Oh, you will actually sell us. Crafting poisoned arrow. Crafting poisoned bolts. Crafting basic poison. Crafting brimstone fang. Gain extra points for factions by doing side quests. Oh, good to know. Thank you. Brimstone fang poisoned arrow. Brimstone fang poisoned bolt. Crafting dark stab. Okay, I'm seeing how this goes. Okay. And crafting scroll of bane, scroll of bless. Oh, crafting scrolls. Yes. What else have we got open? Corrosive arrows, corrosive bolts, flaming arrows, flaming bolts, flash arrow, flash bolts. I guess you can't just make regular bolts or arrows, huh? Read this manual to learn how to craft the basic poison item. Well, this is where I'm starting. It's quite expensive, unfortunately. But I need to get Foxwine making some poison, I think. Alright. And then we read. To craft basic poison, you require Scarn Powder, Blood Daffodil, Galavan Amaranth, and Angry Violet. Two of those. Two of those we have not seen yet, so that's going to be fun. Okay. But at least we have the recipe now. Thank you. And okay, that's the door out, which means that, yeah, this is the bar over here. Hup, 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 everybody get a move on. can we claim that place that we were at yet?
Clear skies, my friends.
Alas, no. Okay,
Well,
fine.
thank
See you later.
I guess that's it for us.
Stay in the light, my friends.
Off into the bar. Okay, where is... There he is. There you are.
Look who's here. The Sorak hunters themselves.
It's Merton, right? Arwin Merton?
Damn right.
First scavenger? Where does that come from?
Long story, kid.
Came here to hear it.
When we started crossing the marches to the Badlands, I was one of the first. Now, I'm just the ugliest one left standing.
What should we know about the Badlands? Any advice?
Bring a good cleric with good healing spells. You'll need them.
You're a legend. Why do you seem so sour?
Sour? It's this ale that's sour. That's all. The High and Mighty Council, paying clueless kids like you to go and get killed in the Badlands. But they're not asking good old Arwen. No. Go figure. It's because I got them figured out.
Figured out how?
The Legacy Council is full of it, acting all united and lovey-dovey while they plot to rob each other. Wouldn't surprise me if some of them were even Soraks in disguise. You know they can shapeshift.
Okay.
Hey, I was right about them hiding in the Badlands, wasn't I?
Well, just because you were right about the one thing. Although I will admit that that one dude has been very interested in dissuading us or the council from doing anything or about the Soraks. So that is a little suspicious, but not quite suspicious enough yet. Okay, you didn't find out much about Arwen Merton. Maybe something will come up if he really did used to be famous. Well, apparently just talking to him didn't, I mean, we could try talking to him again.
Go get killed in the Badlands.
Oh, charming. Friendly. Follow the crown bearer's intuition. That is, how do I do that is the question. Does it say? Travel to the place that the crown bearer is being drawn to and search for a gem. That sounds like, certainly a thing. Well, let's pull up the party stash here for a moment. Let us stash the tragic love letter. Okay, I feel foolish for having spent that 50 gold now. Let's see if we can buy some crossbow bolts for our paladin. And we'll sell off the redundant recipes. Okay, yes, here we go. Crossbow bolt times 20. We'll buy a stack of those. Got more than enough arrows. Arrows is fine. wonder if I should buy some more rations as well. Let's conclude that transaction. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 3. That should hopefully be enough ration-wise. Cross fingers. We'll find out, I guess. And we'll pass the crossbow bolts over to Burden here. Oh, everybody's due a level up. That's excellent. And we'll fill up his stack of crossbow bolts. Alright, we should probably do that level up before we leave the city. So, back to the inn. Because, sure, it's been a day? Question mark. I'll save. Because I'm paranoid. And room for the night?
Hello, adventurers. What can I offer you?
We need a room.
We'd like to stay for the night.
10 gold pieces for a level up. And to prep spells before going out. Also very handy. Alright. Now a level 4 rogue. Gains 7 hit points and an additional hit die. Unlocked an ability score choice. Choose between increasing your ability scores or gaining a bonus feat. You know what? Why not go for a bonus feat? I'm curious. Let's go for a bonus feat. Your ancestry, class, and background let you choose proficiencies in skills, tools, feats, and languages. Okay. So I can choose ambidextrous, which might be very handy. +1 to dex to a maximum of 20. You can fight using 2 weapons, even if the one-handed melee weapons aren't light. There's Armor Master. You are an expert in the use of armor in battle. You gain an additional +1 AC from any armor you wear. The Creed of Arun. +1 con to a maximum of 20. Proficiency in con saves if not already proficient. Creed of Einar, +1 strength. Not very useful to a rogue, but thank you. Proficiency in strength saves. Yay. Creed of Maraiki, +1 wisdom to a maximum of 20. Proficiency in wisdom saves. I don't know that I should really be reading all of these. It will take a long time. Discretion of the Codimorth is marked with an exclamation point. +1 dex to a maximum of 20. You gain proficiency with light armor. You gain proficiency with short swords, short bows, and long bows. Oh, this one also has an exclamation point on it. Lockbreaker. You spent a lot of time studying locks, how to craft them and how to pick them. You gain proficiency with thieves' tools, or double your existing proficiency if you are already proficient. You have advantage when using thieves' tools to pick locks. Ooh. I mean, ambidextrous sounds nice. There's also follow-up strike. When you use the attack action with a two-handed weapon, you can use... Oh, no, she doesn't use two-handed at all, so no. You know what? I'm gonna go for Lockbreaker. I'm going to take a feat in lockbreaking. Alright, onwards to the cleric. 8 hit points, an additional hit die. Gained another spell slot. Oh, and I can pick a new cantrip! You know what? I'm gonna take feats in her too. Bonus feat! Let's see. I'm just going to look at the ones that are marked with the exclamation point, since those seem to be the ones that they're recommending. Discretion of the Kodimrath, extra dex to gain proficiency, Might of the Iron Legion, 1 strength to a maximum of 20. You gain proficiency with heavy armor. You gain proficiency with longswords, great swords, and battle axes. Okay, and Raise Shield. When you are about to get hit by a ranged attack while wielding a shield, you can use your reaction to get +3 AC until the end of the attacker's turn. You also gain proficiency with shields. I almost never carry the shield on her because I need her hand free so she can cast. Sturdiness of the Tundra. +1 con to a maximum of 20. You gain proficiency with medium armor. You gain proficiency with warhammers and light and heavy crossbows. Focus Sleeper? You're used to getting a great deal of rest out of just a little sleep. Increase your constitution by 1, and you only need 4 hours of sleep per night. Compatible ancestries. Dwarf or half-elf or halfling or human. And somebody on the team needs a new space bar. They need a new space bar switch is what they need. Obviously theirs is not working. This is a tough one. Follow-up strike? When you oh, that's the two-handed weapon again. Powerful cantrip? When a creature succeeds on a saving throw against your cantrip or dodges your cantrip, the creature takes half damage but suffers no additional effect. Nah. I think maybe I'm gonna go for Sturdiness of the Tundra for her. I'm fairly certain that I have a warhammer kicking around. Although her mace it's a nice mace. Simple weapons. Proficient with this category of weapon. Okay, I don't know if this is where my lack of knowledge comes. I don't actually know what a mace classifies as. Thank you, Green. I lean upon your knowledge once again. Appreciated. Okay, so, the person who probably knows better than me is fairly certain that maces are simple weapons, so... Flawless concentration. You're trained to maintain your concentration in the most extreme conditions. Okay, concentration spells. You know what? Let's go for Sturdiness of the Tundra. We will take the sturdiness and the proficiency. Well, she already has proficiency in simple weapons and shield. It says so right there. The ones with the pluses... can I undo to show? Yeah, there we go. Oh, nope. Okay, ability score, bonus feat. Only the ones that have the flashing pluses on them are actually something that I can select here. The rest is just my character page. But I was just looking here below, and yes, I already have proficiency in all of these things. That's... And yes, I had decided to go with the con and the ability to use warhammers. And she has a crossbow, although I hardly have her use it since she has that lovely Sacred Flame cantrip, so... She gets +1 con and proficiency with warhammers, as well as light and heavy crossbows. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually say what are simple weapons here. That is the problem. So I don't know. I don't know. You might be right on that one, Green. I honestly don't know what to give her then. Maybe I should just go for the ability edition. Clerics are wisdom based. It would not be bad to give her more wisdom, right? Because, yeah, I have no idea what feat to give her. You know what? Let's go for ability score for the cleric. We'll add to her wisdom. Increase 2 ability scores of your choice by 1 point each, or a single score by 2 points. Well, apparently I can't increase wisdom by 2. So, let's see. You know what? Let's go for the point in con. Yeah, that way I still get the point in con that I would have gotten from that one feat. Haha! Since I can't put 2 points in wisdom for some reason. As a cleric, your most important ability scores are wisdom, strength, and constitution. Yep, okay. And I get to choose a new cantrip. I can choose guidance, increase an ally's ability checks for a limited time. Yeah, I think that's what was happening with that, Green. Let's see. Resistance. Grant an ally a one-time bonus to saving throws. Shine. An enemy you can see becomes luminous for a while. Or sparkle. Target up to 3 objects that can be illuminated and light them up immediately. Now, here's the question. I'm thinking I should go for something support-wise, so guidance or resistance, but which one do I want first? Well, she's already got light, so shine and sparkle are less important to me. Bonus to saving throws. Increase to ability checks. Oh, is it green? Uh-huh. I see. Huh. I constantly forget to use things out of battle. Because of my own brain, that means I'm going to go for the resistance, or the bonus to saving throws. No, in fact, in combat mostly. I see. Okay. Thank you very much, Green. Your greater knowledge of how the Dungeons and Dragons work is as usual, very much appreciated. Okay, and prepare spells. Is there anything that I want to move around on her? No, I think I am where I want to be with this. No, I got a new cantrip. I got a new cantrip, but I didn't get to choose any new spells. I got a new spell slot in the level 2, but I didn't get a new spell. I don't need find traps because I've got the rogue. Yeah, I think I will stick with what I have going on for her. So validate that. Level up our paladin. Okay, let's consider bonus feats for him. Interesting. Lockbreaker and Master Alchemist are either already selected or not available to him at all. Hard to say which. Let's see. What about hard to kill? +1 con to a maximum of 20. You have advantage on death saving throws. If you succeed 3 times, you are not only stabilized, but you regain 1 hit die immediately. On a critical roll, you regain 2 hit dice instead. Ah. See, I didn't even register that. Thank you, Green. Or follow-up strike when you use the attack action. Oh wait, he doesn't use two-handed weapons. Never mind. I keep looking at that and I keep rejecting it. Robust, maybe? Sturdy and tough. You increase your constitution score by 1, and when you use a hit die to regain hit dice, roll twice and take the higher value. Not useful in this game because the rules that I'm playing under, the hit dice fully regenerate the character. uncanny accuracy. +1 dex to a maximum of 20. You ignore half and 3/4 cover with your ranged attacks. That might be funny, but would I actually use it? Maybe eager for battle? +1 dex, you have advantage on your initiative rolls. Ooh. Ooh. I am very interested in that for my paladin, who has been consistently rolling low as I've been playing. Yeah, I'm gonna give him eager for battle. He doesn't really need the dex, but that advantage on the initiative rolls, I kinda like, I think. I mean, most of the other ones... Like, I could give him rush to battle because he doesn't have a lot of movement. Ah. I see, green. Yeah, I think I'm going to give him eager for battle. Well, he needs to be out front. He does damage with the crossbow, but he does way more damage if he can get into melee range. It's just the way he is. So yeah, let's give him eager for battle. And double check his spells. Yeah, all good here. And our wizard, last but never least. She's gotten 6 hit points. An additional hit die. Another second spell slot. A new cantrip. And 2 spells to select. We're just going to have a look at the feats for her too here. I don't know that there's one that's great for her at this point. At some point, people are going to have to pick up flawless concentration, particularly the cleric, if I'm remembering correctly, but they don't really need it yet. Perhaps powerful cantrip? Because I do use her cantrips a lot. Or Master Enchanter? Mastered the art of enchanting items. You spend half the normal time to enchant an item, and your proficiency bonus is doubled. Oh, I'm not doing that yet, so leave that alone. I am very tempted to go for the powerful cantrip for her. You know what? That is what I'm going to do. She's going to have powerful cantrips. And speaking of cantrips, she gets to choose a new one. Let's see, we can choose Acid Splash, Annoying Bee, Chill Touch, Dancing Lights, Dazzle, Poison Spray, Ray of Frost, Shadow Dagger, Sparkle, or True Strike. Okay, Acid Splash launches an acid bolt. Annoying bee. The target sees an illusional bee harassing them and has disadvantage on concentration checks until the start of their next turn. Chill Touch. Deal damage to one enemy and prevent healing for a limited time. Dancing Lights. Create dancing lights that move at your command. Dazzle. Lowers a target's AC and prevent reaction until the start of its next turn. Poison Spray. Fire a poison spray at an enemy you can see within range. Ray of Frost. Launch a freezing ray at an enemy to damage and slow them. Shadow Dagger. Launches an illusionary dagger that causes psychic damage. Shine. An enemy you can see becomes luminous for a while. Sparkle. Target up to 3 objects that can be eliminated and light them up immediately. Or True Strike. Increases your chance to hit a target you can see 1 time. I am inclined towards the Shadow Dagger. I'm remembering that there are classes that are immune to all damage except Psychic. In Dungeons and Dragons in general, but I'm not sure about this game. But psychic damage sounds good. Yes, I'm going to take Shadow Dagger for the psychic damage. Now for the hard part. I have to pick a level 1 or level 2 spell. Actually, I have 2. Yes, I have 2. I can pick 2 level 1 or level 2 spells. The advantage of the level 1s is that they can use both the level 1 and level 2 spell slots. The advantage of the level 2s is that some of them are terrifying. Although I can discard knock because I just went and gave the rogue the extra lock picking, so... I am tempted to take Misty Step, simply because of all those boxes that I keep encountering that I can't get to. I hate that it takes a level 2 spell slot, though. Decisions are so very hard. Wait a minute, what? Thunderwave is a level 1 spell. Emit a wave of force that causes damage and pushes creatures and objects away. A 3-cell cube originating from you. That might be handy because things keep walking up to my wizard. Just be able to thunder wave and just get away would be nice. A little weirded by the lack of shield. Oh, she has shield. That's why it's not selectable. It's in here somewhere. Pretty sure that was a level 1. Yeah, there it is. There's shield. She rolled in with shield. It was one of her starter spells, so... Yeah, I think I will take Thunderwave. Thunderwave seems like a good plan, to my mind. Oh, my paladin? My paladin could have a shield, but I chose a particular fighting style for him called Duelist, which gives him advantages if he has a weapon in one hand and the other hand is empty. So that's why the paladin was like that. Yes. He could have had a shield, but I chose a fighting style that doesn't, because I'm just that kind of person. So... Misty Step is very tempting. So is Flaming Spear. That is the reason why the cleric doesn't have a shield, yes. The paladin does not seem to care whether or not he has a shield for casting, which doesn't make any sense with me, what with lay on hands, but it doesn't say anything about requiring a hand free. Oh, it's so hard to decide. Yeah, Misty Step. Alright, that's 1 cantrip and 2 spells, and hopefully we'll have some fun. And prep spells for our wizard. I haven't been using Hold Person at all. Let's take off Hold Person and put on Shatter. And I'm probably going to regret this, but we'll give up the mage armor for Thunderwave. She's still got shield. Gotta keep Identify. She's the only one in the party with it. I just need to remember to do it as a ritual rather than as using a spell slot. But that's my own fault. Okay. Validate my choices. Alright. Let's go. Back downstairs. Now it is past midnight because, as always, leveling up takes forever. But what we're going to do is we're going to run out here. Going to save, because I am not going back and making all those decisions again. And we're just going to see where things point us. Because we're following my rogue's intuition on where we're supposed to be going, so I'm kind of wondering where that points us and whether or not I'm carrying enough food. I can really tell it's nearly time for the stream to end. I just ran out of coconut water. My cup, it's just empty. Why is the coconut water gone? I am trusting halfling rogue intuition, who is currently being possessed by a probably magical... Wow, that's far away. I don't know that I'm carrying enough food for that. Okay, that is far. That is so far. That is really, really, really far. Oh my. That is a lot of traveling. I'm not sure we can carry enough food for all that traveling. Maybe we should travel to the outpost first. Man. I believe the scavengers were setting up there. $23 units of food. How much travel is this? 11 days. Oh boy. Passing through multiple locations. Like, what is this? Uh, 23. Yeah, it would be just enough, I guess, to go and come back again with a rest while I'm there. Dang. Okay. Let's start traveling, I guess. Already resting because we started in the late afternoon. I took a really long time to think about my level ups. Oh, we gained some food. Collected some ingredients. If we get into a battle, I will fight the battle and then save off there, and then we will continue traveling. Yep, there we go. Alright, we're fighting a battle, and then I will save. Okay, we have bandits. Two regular bandits. One highwayman. And a bandit. I don't know what's the difference. And once again, everybody's asleep except the wizard. To better navigate in 3 dimensions, activate or deactivate the camera planar mode with the button in the center of the compass. You mean I don't have to be existing in 3/4 all the time? I'm not going to fool around with that because fight, but perhaps I should make a note of that. You know, for next week. Button in compass. To activate / deactivate planar mode for camera. See, look at that. Just as I finish writing my note, here's the battle ready for us. How's that for timing? And it's exactly the same map again. It's always the same map. See, this is what I learned Thunder Wave for, darn it. Okay, Foxwine is no longer asleep. And I note that even though, like, admittedly it was surprise, but look at this, the Paladin is last in the order again. Okay, so... Yep, right over here. Get some stabbing.
You never stood a chance.
Oh my. That was nice. I'm gonna do it again. 2 points is better than no points, I suppose. Okay. Time to try out the new spell. Thunder Wave. That away. Ooh, 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 oh. I can sense I'm going to have some fun with this one. Alright, that away. No, she didn't move. That's, I guess I can't blow her upstairs? That's unfortunate. I was hoping to, like, throw her away from me and then be able to back the wizard out of the area. Well, that's the paladin awake. That's a person standing on my cleric. I do not appreciate that. I will pass on smiting, thank you.
Well done.
And no, he'll just stay right there. That's fine. That's good. Yeah, let's continue with the stabbing, I guess. Yeah.
You like it?
Well, that was a particularly mean question. And off you go over here. Very good. Our cleric is still asleep. Okay, wizard. Step out over here. I want to see how effective this dagger is, so... And nothing. Back you go. Well, thank you for shooting at the one who can take it. Alright, forward, all the way. Switch to your crossbow. Darn it. Fine. Oh, right, cover, of course. I keep forgetting about the cover thing. Cunning action to dash. Hi-ho, hi-ho. Can I not? I cannot. Well, that's great. That's great. Fine. Hi. Move. Although admittedly I've got the wrong weapon, but still. I think the difficulty that I'm actually having is in fact the fact that he has cover, so it's just... Although he does keep making his wisdom saves, so that might also be a factor.
You've seen worse.
He has. Alright. Dodge this. Oh, pass on smiting, thank you. Okay, so possibly she's still asleep. The cleric is still asleep. We had this whole battle with bandits and she's still sleeping. Alright, we'll take the rations. Not going to bother with the crossbow or the leather armor. Nobody else sees anything different there. Should I wake her up? I don't know. Wasn't there another loot bag around here somewhere? Was that loot bag? There was waking her up. Ah, yes, thank you. Alright, money, 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 rations, rations. More crossbows, more scimitars, a great sword, goblin hair fungus, whatever that does. Oh, more food, excellent. Okay, I am pretty sure that's everything. We will pass the food over to Berdin, like we normally do. And can we... yeah. Nope, we can't because she's asleep. We'll pass it to her later if I remember. Alright. Save the game. Overwrite that save, yes. And next week we will come back, completely ignore waking up the cleric and go back to bed. She sat through that whole battle and us yelling at each other and everything. I'm really impressed at her ability. I'm just saying. Okay, so that was Solasta for this week. Reasonably successful, but yeah, I probably should never have touched that artifact. For those who are curious about how things have gotten to the state that they are in and what's been going on, I have all of my Solasta plays archived on my YouTube channel, and the Sunday playthroughs of Solasta update every Friday with the previous Sundays on there. So everything previous to this particular episode is on there, and this particular episode will be there on Friday. As well, I'm also archiving all of my Try Not to Die Thursday streams from, surprise, Thursday. And I will be returning again on Wednesday at as close to 7 p.m. as people can get themselves together to play Among Us, probably, maybe Goose Goose Duck with a bunch of my writer friends, our last session before November begins. And then, well, in November, what we do is we participate in National Novel Writing Month, so I will be playing a solo game on Wednesdays through the course of November, rather than with my writer friends, alas. And then there will be Try Not to Die Thursday, starting at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, where I will be playing Darkest Dungeon, because it's one of the creepiest games that I own, and it's October. And then Solasta will return again next Sunday, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Except not next Sunday. Next Sunday will actually be a Halloween special. Next Sunday will be a Halloween special of Death and Taxes instead of Solasta. It will be starting at 10 p.m. as usual for my Sunday streams, but Solasta will resume again in November. So, that's special. And this has been reasonably successful despite having put a cursed object on my own head. And I had a lot of fun. I hope all of you had a lot of fun as well. And I hope that you have a great night and a great week going forward. And I hope to see you on Wednesday. Good night.